Hello, and welcome to Immortal Works Flash Fiction Friday, episode 66, written by Brynna C. Jones, read by John Grundvig. I loved old towns. The one I'd chosen as my new home was a nice little community, with local businesses lining Main Street that had probably been open for longer than I had been alive. There was even an old-fashioned barber shop with the red and blue striped post, the colors twirling around each other in that eternal eye-catching dance. I had just closed up shop at the coffee house and was walking home down the unfamiliar street. I'd only moved here a week ago, and had just started my new job this afternoon. I'd gotten a later shift because it wasn't as busy, and it would allow me to get the hang of things. Only true coffee addicts could have an espresso at 8 o'clock at night without it messing up their sleep schedule, so there weren't many of them. There weren't many people out and about at this hour. A lot of the shops and cafes were closed for the night, the coffee house being one of the last to lock their doors. Only a few cars were parked on either side of the street. The crisp fall leaves skittered across the ground, the more hardy ones still rattling their descent in the trees. I loved crunching my boots over the husk of leaves, and tried stomping on most of the ones that were in my path. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed a person walking toward me, and glanced up, startled because I hadn't heard them approach. The woman seemed annoyed, looking back and forth down the line of stores. She didn't even pay me any mind, just kept walking past me. I paused, curious at the odd way she was searching along Main Street. "Are you looking for something?" I asked her. There was no one else on the sidewalk, so I figured I would ask in case I could help. The woman finally took notice of me and gave me a look of exasperation. "Yes, I can't seem to remember where I parked my car," she told me. I looked up and down the short expanse of road at the cars present. There were only 4. "Would you like me to help?" I said. She didn't seem old, but I didn't know when memory loss could start eating at the brain. "No, thank you, though," she told me with a small smile. "All right, good luck," I told her and continued my walk home. I passed a few light poles and one stop sign, then crossed the cobbled street. There was one of those tall wooden telephone poles on the corner of the sidewalk, riddled with nails, staples, tape, holding up their various paper advertisements. There was a rain-stained paper stapled to it telling about a memorial service being held for a woman who'd tragically gotten hit by a car while crossing the street at night. What struck me about it was that the grainy black and white photo looked eerily like the woman I'd just spoken to. I turned around to look for the woman to reassure myself that I wasn't seeing things. But Main Street was empty. Maybe I was seeing things after all. Thanks for listening. Please rate us on iTunes, Google Play, subscribe on YouTube, and share with your friends. It really helps us broaden our audience. And if you have a flash fiction story you want read on our podcast, please submit it at www.immortal-works.com.